And we're getting big breaking news of Trump. Trump has said that it's up to the Prime Minister to decide on any issue of mediation in Kashmir. And this is the Trump's first reaction after India rejected Trump's mediation offer. And Trump has said, we have Dr. Sreeram Chaulia, our contributor and an expert on strategic affairs. Dr. Sreeram Chaulia, how do you read the statement that has just been given by Donald Trump? He's saying that now I leave it up to India if they want us to mediate in the Kashmir issue. Earlier he was saying that Prime Minister Modi asked him to mediate. So he's clearly changing his words. And what do you make of what Donald Trump has said?
Well, first of all, we have pushed back hard against his initial, presumptuous suggestion to mediate. And so I think his State Department and his advisors have told him to step back from this kind of unnecessary adventurism. So to some extent it seems to have worked. But on the other hand, he continues to raise this issue and respond to it when reporters are asking, which means he wants to dangle that carrot to the Pakistanis, because that shows how desperate he is to pull out from Afghanistan with Pakistan's help. So he still thinks that, as he has said before, that Pakistan will help the U.S. extricate itself from Afghanistan. And whenever he even raises the Kashmir issue, I'm afraid that it's a music to the ears for the Pakistanis, because that's how it stays in the news, world news and in the international attention. That's what Pakistan's strategy is. So even though he has now withdrawn from his earlier comments, to some extent, the fact that he's still saying, I would like to mediate if both of them want, that itself shows, that the Pakistanis also are playing their game. And so we have to be very clear about this and continue to refuse any so-called third-party intervention in what is a bilateral matter. And on the other hand, there are other functionaries in the U.S. Government apparatus who understand our position, and we should use those levers to press ahead with other forms of cooperation with the U.S. We don't need them on Kashmir. In fact, Kashmir is doing better now with security and with central government rule and with more forces being sent. So this is the time when the Pakistanis opportunistically are trying to use Trump and to try and bring this back on the global agenda, and we should be quite wary of this.
Well, also Sreeram, even as Pakistan tries to pander itself and tries to get Trump and both China to get inside the Kashmir issue, because just a few days back, in fact, I think yesterday, Chinese Foreign Ministry issued a statement saying that India should consider mediation in the Kashmir issue, but India has made its stand firm. And even as India and Prime Minister Modi both engage with Donald Trump and Xi Jinping on a bilateral level, there is no change in the stand as vis-a-vis Kashmir, and India has made it clear. So it also certainly says that India will not give in to any global pressure, no matter how powerful the country is.
We are going to oppose this kind of poking and meddling in our internal affairs. One, either by China or the US, instigated by Pakistan. But two, on the other hand, we have to also push back against this by pointing out to the major problems inside Pakistan. The Balochistan insurgency, which needs actually greater international attention. We need the people of the so-called Azad Kashmir or Pakistan-occupied Kashmir need intervention and justice. So we should be highlighting those things, and we should make sure that Trump, as well as the Chinese, are well aware of the situation there, and we should be asking them and prodding them, why don't you offer to mediate on those matters? Why don't you offer to mediate between Balochistan Liberation Army and the Pakistan government? Let the U.S. get involved, and let the U.S. raise the profile of those kind of terrible situations where there is no elected government, nothing, and it's all, military dictatorship that's ruining these minority groups inside Pakistan.
Absolutely. Sreeram, thank you so much.